All right, an NBC News exclusive. The Department of Homeland Security is gathering intelligence from paid undercover informants inside the migrant caravan that's now reaching the U.S.-Mexico border. You might remember the president frequently called this, quote, an invasion before the midterm election. Since it ended, we're not hearing so much about it. Thousands of U.S. troops are still on the border waiting for those migrants who plan to request asylum. And that deployment could come at a hefty cost for American taxpayers, an estimate of more than $220 million by the end of the year. Still to find somebody who says we needed this to happen. Joining me now, NBC national security and justice reporter Julia Ainsley and executive editor of Defense One, Kevin Barron. Thanks to both of you. Julia, let's start with you. Let's talk about the surveillance, this reporting you have on the idea that there are actually people, what are these, undercover people inside the caravan? Are they placed there? Are they people who are there who are being paid? What's the story?
Yeah, so as we understand it, there are people who are already there who are being paid to give information to DHS. From what I understand, it's not that they're CIA or anyone from our intelligence community who has gone undercover as a migrant. These were previous migrants who are now just being paid by the U.S. to get some of that information. And another thing that they're doing, Allie, is they're able to get into the WhatsApp groups. That's the way a lot of these migrants have been able to communicate and how they were able to start in the first place to agree to meet in one place and say El Salvador or Honduras before they left. They've been able to join those WhatsApp groups to figure out where they're going. That's how they were able to predict weeks ago that they were going up to the California border where they are now. But it is a little funny when you think about the allocation of resources. I spoke to some people who were former DHS intelligence officials who said it's not that this is illegal. These aren't U.S. citizens, so you can monitor their communications, and we've used informants in the past, but it's just an allocation of resources. When you think about the major threats that DHS is under, why would they spend the allocation to identify people who are coming to the border and turning themselves in? We know why they're coming. We know they're going to have to. They're going to be coming into the United States. We know they're poor migrants. I'm not sure what the secret is in all of this, but good reporting on that. Thank you, Julia.